crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's sad.
That stuff about Tate. Wham! With the right lung.
Aw, come on, man.
He's okay, though, right? He's okay. He's recovering.
Yeah.
All right.
He should be all right.
Well, then it's a joke. Relax. Wham! With the right lung. With the right lung.
Too soon.
He's okay, though.
Okay.
What, he's not okay? Did I hear that wrong? He's
no,
okay.
he's okay. He's recovering.
Right, he's okay.
Okay.
Really, Mom?
I'm just saying.
So he's okay.
I'm just saying.
If he wasn't okay, it would be in poor taste, but he's okay.
Hey, I was late today. All your jokes are funny.
All right, let's try that again. So, Joe Tate. Wham! With the right lung. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Big laugh.
Yeah, you don't remember this from last time?
Now, the thing about the blood clots, though, I'm always worried that I have one. I'm not kidding. Anytime I get a pain, I'm like, that's the deep vein thrombosis.
Took my dad down.
Oh.
So, they're pretty serious on this side of the board.
Do we have another song that we can play right now?
Maybe something about somebody dying, maybe?
Oh, I didn't know that it was a blood clot. I thought he just had a heart attack.
No, there was a clotting issue.
Well, then, I mean, obviously, if I go wham with the right lung, and a blood clot is what took you home.
Dude, it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm over it.
Oops.
Awkward.
I know, like, anytime I want to get out of trouble, all I gotta do is bring up my dad. No, seriously, because Maxwell saw me cry once in Vegas about it, and so
you gotta tell some people kind of the story briefly. Your dad died suddenly and very young.
Yeah, he was going in for another surgery, and then they ended up finding out that, there was, a clot issue. They thought he was all right. They sent him home. It was like 2 days later, and then he had to be life-flighted back to the clinic. And they actually, they thought he was going to be all right. And then, I was at the Agora working a show for 3 Doors Down, and somebody that night, and my mom called, and she was like, hey, you might want to come to the hospital. It was a tough time for her and me.
So anyway, it gets you off the hook, Al?
Well, it gets me off the hook because, I was in Vegas, and, I was cleaning out, some of his stuff, and, I ran across some pictures, and Maxwell saw me cry, and he's like, oh, my God, you do have feelings, and he's a big old sissy. So anytime I play on that string, I know he's like, oh, you're an all right guy. I always get myself out of trouble by going to the dad card. What a crappy human I am. My dad's dead, and I use it to get out of trouble.
Okay, let's try it. Dan, I can't have you late the second day. You were late the second day to work. Come on, man.
See, my dad died. What do you want from me? Dad is dead.
That's rough.
Yeah.
Hey, you actually liked your dad.
A lot.
That's gotta
later
hurt.
in life.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, he was a total D while I was growing up. He was a total nightmare of a human. But he ended up being all right in the end.
So, wham with the right lung.
Right lung.
And right lung.
And redo the 6:30 break. Did we just drop the ball here or what?
No, dude, we're strong. We're strong. 216-578-1985. The website is WNCX.com. Steal us some of this right here. New information out says that shoplifting costs all of us, every American, every year. And this is astounding when you think about it. $423 a person.
Really?
A year.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
Well, anytime a store loses product over theft, I got to imagine that overall they go through the store and raise prices on everything. So, yeah, anytime you walk in anywhere, that's half of, and I wouldn't say half, but a lot of what you're paying for is probably, employee theft, too, on top of that. And then,
and probably security, a cost for more security.
Yeah, there you go. True.
I mean, but $423 a person? That's shocking.
I wouldn't have guessed that high.
No. That's a lot of money. Now with the kids now, they have so many outlets. They have internet porn and oral sex and HPV. Oh, I long for the days where we got our thrills by stealing stuff from Kmart. You know what I mean? I was a huge klepto as a kid, and I'm so ashamed of it. I stole a lot of stuff.
Me too.
I did not. I was not a klepto.
You've never stolen anything.
I told you one thing. I went to the bakery at the grocery store, and you were allowed to bag your own donuts.
Oh my God.
So I put 2 in a bag, and when I got to the register, I said I only had 1. But the next day, I went back to get more donuts, and I said that I had more than I actually did to repay for the donut that I had stole the previous day.
What kind of sales clerk believes you only have 1 donut?
How about you?
Oh, big.
I mean, I know you stole some stuff, but I don't remember what exactly you stole. I know we
thief.
talked about it on the other show.
Yeah, when I was a kid, cassettes were still big.
Oh, yeah, with that big, long plastic.
Yeah. So we used to cut, like, holes in the lines of jackets, and we'd go into the Kmart in Solon, and we would just stuff our jackets full of cassettes. I mean, I never paid for music, ever. Dude, I was early on illegal downloading.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I stole a lot of stuff. I sat down. I figured it out once. About $3,500 worth of stuff.
Wow, really?
I was a troubled kid.
I've never taken the time to figure out.
Well, it was a pride thing for us when we were kids.
Oh, yeah.
You would all keep track of how
Oh,
much?
absolutely. Absolutely. And I think about that now, and I'm like, I will tan the ass of my kids if they steal anything. It is unacceptable.
Your kids aren't going to steal. They're just going to, barter them down in the store. In the store.
Really?
It's in the bloodline.
Really? $423 it costs each American for shoplifting. How is it even possible to shoplift now in the day and age of the electronic tags? And how can you even
The ink tags.
Yeah.
Well, according to CSI New York, you can take like a flambe torch and kind of burn the back of it, and then they fall right off. I don't know if that's actually real in real life, but
Are you serious?
Yeah, I just saw it on a rerun on CSI New York on TNT
So
the
you
other day.
sneak in the torch into the...
How do you even hide that?
Well, if you're a woman, I'm sure you can just put it in your purse, right?
No, but are you supposed to torch in your purse, though? I mean, how do you...
No, but you're in the dressing room.
Oh.
They're not allowed to film
okay,
in
so you do it in the dressing room. Okay.
You're not allowed to film in there. Right?
Actually, I bet that would work. You hold the torch to it, torches the little thing, and then you walk out with the free merch. There you go. Little tip for all the kleptos from the Maxwell show on WANCX. I don't think my kids will steal stuff.
I don't think they have to. Your child's what, 2.5, and she's got $4,000 worth of baby gas.
Okay. Okay, we've shut that down.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah. Although I do have a funny story about how my wife... my wife had a shopping problem. Turns out my wife, when I had a job prior, had a shopping problem, and I was the last person to know. My wife was hiding stuff. She was hiding bags.
I believe it.
And receipts. So,
I'm a little shocked about that.
Me too. She was hiding stuff. I had no idea.
I kind of figured it out when you would come in every so often with like a new shirt or a new pair of shoes, and you'd be like, oh, my wife bought this for me. I'm like, oh, she's definitely she's shopping behind his back and then picking stuff out for him every so often so that she doesn't feel as bad. That's for sure.
Well, why didn't you guys tell me?
I see. I wouldn't have known
have
that
been receptive.
behavior. Yeah.
I'm not throwing her under the bus. I actually like Stacey.
She had a major shopping problem. Major. I had no idea. When we lost the job, she was like, oof. And she told me what had happened. So we had a serious talk, and we learned a lesson over the last year. And we're like, honey, you cannot fill the God-sized hole with Gymboree. You can't do it. You cannot fill a God-sized hole with anything man-made. I thoroughly believe that we all have a God-sized hole. You gotta fill it with who, Chunk?
God.
God. Period. Right, Dan? Yeah, fill that hole with God.com.
Amen.
All right. I'm going to give it to you.
And so we had a talk.
How'd that go?
It went great. She's like, I'm not going to do it anymore. So no. Well, right?
3 checks.
No. Even before the first check came, our first full day here, getting ready, I go home.
No way.
And my daughter's got like 4 new dresses. And I'm like, really? And she goes, well, it's from a consignment shop. I'm like, so that's the dope fiend move?
Right.
So the shopping dope fiend move is I'll still buy 3 or 4